Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back, Paz, bringing you another meta list. There's not a whole lot that has changed, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a recap because it's been a little bit since we've done one of these, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, so just a few things to get done with before I actually start going into this. I'm sorry that I didn't stream this. I was doing trials on Monday because my team wasn't ready for this weekend. They were taking a break. That being said, new camera angle, new everything. I'm sorry that the off-tank video didn't come out last week on Thursday. I'm hoping we can get it to this Thursday. Our off-tank guest is Ship, and he's been having a lot of trouble with the past week, so I think we should all just give him some time to get it done. I have the flex support video ready, the rough draft ready, so it'll be there for the next coming weeks, and there's not a whole lot else that I can really tell you guys about that. But yeah, let's get right into it, and there hasn't been a lot that changed, but let's see what's going on here. Just starting out with tanks in general, the Sig Ball comp is getting a lot of value because, well, for a lot of reasons. And this, I'm gonna say that this, since our focus on this channel for the past few weeks has been team played stuff, I'm gonna try to focus this meta list in strictly on team play for most characters. Now, if I say otherwise, I say otherwise. But for Sigma and Ball, they definitely get a lot of value because the Ball is very strong with Tracer, the Sigma is very strong with Zen and Brig. There are a little bit of variations with these comps that we have been seeing recently, but I'm just trying to give you guys the idea of what's been strong. It's very hard to tell you why this meta is strong without me, like, telling you with all the characters together. So that's that. So yeah, moving on from that, other tanks that are kind of decent. I say Arisa Double Shield. Arisa Double Shield you can run on some maps. She gets some value here and there to the point where she's A tier, but a lot of these tanks, as you'll see, aren't very strong. Like Zarya, I'm probably giving D tier. Ryan, I'm giving C tier. I'll probably give Diva D tier as well. I haven't seen a whole lot of her. On the contrary, though, I do put Winston here at A tier, and I'll get into that when we start going through DPS of why I think that Winston is actually kind of coming back a little bit. But he's emerging, so I can't really be like, hey, this guy is definitely like A tier, good tank, poggers. But I'll let you guys know a little bit of why I say that. So let's just keep going. And then I'll give Hog B tier. Pick potential is always great. Excuse me. And that just gets a lot of value, so it's very strong right now. Okay, so moving on with DPS, Bastion, as always, is a D tier character. He probably isn't actually D tier, like you can probably run him in some situations, but I just want to keep everyone in a good mindset that probably shouldn't be running Bastion in at least team play. And ladder, that can be a different story just because it's so hectic. That being said, Echo S tier, Echo Tracer, Ash Tracer, a lot of Tracer too. Echo, top of the line, very good DPS right now. Isn't it just great, guys? Isn't it just great? She's been up there for a while. I'm gonna leave Doom and Genji behind for just a little bit. With that said, I will be putting Tracer up here with the Echo, as well as I'm gonna put Ash actually A tier. I don't know if she's quite S tier, but she's like very high A tier, very low S tier. I'm not quite sure where she stands. Almost to the point, like, she's really strong. Don't know if she's the best of the best of the DPS. I think Tracer is probably the, like, most needed character because of the synergy with Ball. That being said, Junkrat, I think, is D tier with Bastion, just because the way that this comp is played in these weird, like, 2 groups of 3 or 2 groups of 2, Junk gets surrounded too much. Not going to be really doing a whole lot. Kree I'm going to be putting in this A tier just because he's really strong right now. I don't see him really played as much as these characters, but I still think he can get value if you have like a really good Kree player, if they can't play something else. Definitely something that you can flex to and it's pretty good. Moving on to these other DPS, I'm not really seeing anything that wows me. Symmetra, like, she's still strong for her TP, so if she has some value and some like playtime, even if it's for a few like 2 or 3 seconds, I still think that's a character that's at least a C tier. You're using her at least a little bit. That's good. For in terms of not being D tier. Let's see here. I think Mei also is kind of a C tier. Like you might see her on King's Row, maybe. She's good against Ball. Maybe she'll find some playtime. She's pretty much bottom C tier, maybe top D tier. I think she gets some value in niche situations, but very niche to say the least. Genji, I'm gonna put C tier actually this time. No, he doesn't really get value, does he? Oh no. If you do want to run a 6-man dive or a dive composition on Temple of Anubis, there are teams that run a Nanoblade with an EMP on the Temple of Anubis. And if what we're newly defining C tier as, hey, this character is very, very, very niche, why not? I almost would put him above Mei because I feel like it's more practical to run Genji on one map than Mei on one map. Personally. Doomfist, I'm gonna put below Mei. I don't know. I just don't see how Doomfist is really good right now. I haven't seen Doom one tricks like specialists even like I don't see any Doom specialists even being played right now. So I doubt that he's very good. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he's a niche pick. He might be good on Control Center, but that's kind of the same with Symmetra. But I think he finds less value in Symmetra because he doesn't get used as much on as many maps. Alrighty, so moving onward, Reaper. Aw, man. I'm gonna put Reaper with Doom. I just like, I don't see Reaper being good right now. There's too many angles. He can't really descend on one. He's not strong right now. He's just not. I don't feel like that needs too much description, considering this is an update video and I don't want to keep it too long. That like, Doom not the best right now. That being said, a lot of these other characters do find value in other places. Torbjorn, I'm gonna put bottom A tier, top B tier, around that area, because I think he works really well if it's a very niche comp with double shield against this spam comp. But there's a reason why you run this spam divey kind of hybrid, because it's better. You can boop them around. Torb's just a little bit more annoying to deal with than a Genji or a Mei, I would say, because you have to deal with the turret if it's placed in a good spot. That being said, I think Soldier's above Torb just because Soldier it does really well with this comp. He's just not the best. That's pretty much my piece of advice. Like, these 4 DPS are just ups and bounds, or whatever the saying is, above these other DPS that it kind of leaves them in dust. So that's kind of the same that goes for Hanzo, the same that goes for Widow. They're just going to get jumped on. Like, sure, they're great characters and they can find some value if you really want to pull them out, but nothing special. Now, Pharah, I'm also going to put D tier. Echo, just run Echo. Like, why even run Pharah when they can just pull out an Echo and an Ashe with a Zen Mercy pocket? It just doesn't make sense to me, guys, to be honest. But the sleeper pick, the pick I've been seeing a lot recently, Sombra. Yes, I'm telling you guys, I've been seeing Sombra in scrims because you can play for a really fast dive style, like a 6-man dive with the ball Winston. I'm telling you, there's a possibility that this becomes the new meta. You run this comp currently against the current meta, you would run like a 6-man-esque comp with an Ana, but then once that becomes meta, you would then switch the Ana to Moira so that you're not trading backlines as hard. So that's the possible meta shift, guys. That's the big update. Maybe Sombra switches things. She's done it in the past. Maybe she does it again. I couldn't tell you guys, to be quite honest. But to keep this a little bit more shorter, keep it going forth with the supports. Yes. Zen, very good. Brig, very good. You're gonna find these characters a lot. I don't think I need to really do a whole lot of explaining on these. Once these characters get into position, they are strong. Very strong. All right, moving on. Mercy is going to be coming in at an A tier because there is a comp that you can run Zen Mercy and spam a little bit harder. We're still with these 2 tanks, but with an Ashe and Echo. It's map dependent from what I've been seeing from a lot of teams. Still very strong. Still gets played a lot. Don't think it's S tier. I think the base comp is this comp that I have for you in S tier right here, guys. the stuff that I did say about Ana earlier, I actually am going to put her B tier just for the time being. I'm putting her B tier for the time being because eventually Moira will overlap her, but that's not right now. Because of that, I'm going to put Lucio C tier, Moira D tier, Bap below Ana just for this tier list. The supports are going to shift with the meta shift that we're seeing here. The thing is right now in this current moment, I'm not seeing enough to make that Moira and Lucio very strong. But like I said, guys, this was an update video. I know I didn't explain in depth as hard as I needed to, or as hard as I have in the past, but I do have other videos that have explained this meta extensively in the past. Nothing's been changing, but maybe Sombra's gonna change it all. I appreciate you guys all for watching. If you did enjoy this content or you watch this content a lot and you're not subscribed, because I'm pretty sure like 70% of my viewers aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. The end goal for 2021 for me is 1,000 subscribers. As for Twitch, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. That is probably going to change come the 18th when I go back to college, but I'll have to let you guys all know. But if you did enjoy the video, please do everything you can to support me. And yeah, until next time, guys, I gotta peace out and pass out. I'll see you in the next one.